Hi guys, this is Saif Jawad coming back to you with a new video on reducing complexity. This time we're going to be using Enums to achieve this goal. So what are we going to talk about today? The agenda is what we have already covered, just really quickly, and then reducing the complexity with the built-in functionality, the Enum, with a live demo. So what we already have talked about is refactoring tools and strategies, displacement by responsibility, abstraction by polymorphism, and today we're going to use the built-in functionality, just one of the many, of course. We're going to focus on the Enum, as I have said before. Yeah. So the goal is to, I have written a small snippet. The complexity is not too high. I wanted to focus on the how rather than achieving a magnanimous big block of code, which would take a bit more time, and to demonstrate how you could use the enums to achieve this goal. So the link you can find in the screen. I will also post in the comments sections, and you can click it and go to GitHub and use this branch to do the example yourself. Today's goal is to reach a complexity, cyclomatic complexity lower than 6 or lower. That would be fine. So let's get to it. So what we have here is an animal encyclopedia, and it takes in the name of an animal, and it tells you some things about it, like a dog is a mammal and is a carnivore. A koala is a mammal and is a herbivore, and a gecko is a reptile and is an insectivore, and a unicorn is a myth, and we don't know what it eats. So to get this lowered in complexity, we're going to use enums. Before we start, let's make sure that our tests run, and they do. That's perfect. We have a good coverage, and we can continue on to changing this class so the complexity would drop. What we have here, if we would analyze it, is an animal with a name that is of a type and is an eater of a certain type. So we have a name, animal, type, and a eater type. And if I would change this, then we can say new enum animal enum. So this one is not a class but an enum. I should have typed the right one. We also have another enum, which is the animal type. Right, we add it, and a new enum called eater type. So let's go ahead and see what animals we have here. So we have the dog, koala, chicken, hawk, gecko, wasp, toad, unicorn. You know what? Don't want to type everything over. Just gonna go ahead and copy everything and remove what I do not want because I am a bit lazy. So we have the dog, and we have the koala, and we have the chicken. Sorry for my laziness. Typing is not why I do what I do, but it is a big part of it. So let's type a bit more, and then the wasp, and then we have the toad, and we have the unicorn, and we have the Bigfoot. And I think I have everything that I need. Let's see if I can make those uppercase. Great. And let's see. So as I said before, this enum that describes the animal has three properties basically. So let's give them the properties. It is the dog has a name dog. It also has an animal type. Let's start with the names. That's going to be easy. So the koala, not the luala, but the koala. The chicken, the hawk, the gecko, and I have typed it wrong. It should be like this. This is the right way to write gecko. And the wasp, and the toad, then toad, and I'm gonna start a different line here so that we still have the unicorn, and I do it again, unicorn, and Bigfoot. Let's put everything on its own line, easier to read and to adjust without having to scroll. So yeah, we have all of these. So let's see what we have for animal types, and we go to the animal encyclopedia and everything here. So carnivore, herbivore, omnivore, insectivore, herbivore. You know what? I'm gonna copy paste everything. Animal type. So carnivore, herbivore, omnivore, insectivore, and I believe animal type. No, that's the eater type. I'm putting in the wrong clause. Eater type. Actually, the animal types were different. So we had the mammal, we have the bird, we have the reptile, we have the caecilian, and what do we have more? Mammal, bird, reptile, insect, and caecilian and myth. So yeah, we still need the insect, and myth. It's a myth. And what do we have more? The eater types. I was filling those by accident. So we have the carnivore, we have the herbivore, omnivore, insectivore, and we don't have the unknown. So we need the unknown. Eater type, unknown. So I'm gonna uppercase everything, and here everything is already uppercase, and yeah, okay. So now the dog is a mammal, and yes, please insert, and it is a carnivore. So yes, koala, mammal, and a herbivore. And chicken is a bird, and it is an omnivore. The hawk, a more respectable bird, is a bird and is a carnivore. The gecko is a reptile and is a insectivore. The wasp is an insect and is a herbivore. Although it kills other animals and insects, it doesn't eat them, as far as I know. Toad is a caecilian, and it is also an insectivore. Most of them are insectivores, the rest are, they eat more stuff than just insects, sometimes birds. Unicorns, well, they are a myth, and I have no idea what they eat, so it is unknown. And that goes for the Bigfoot as well. Cool. Now we have done this. Let's give them a constructor that supports. Okay, so here, name, actually, yeah, value, and animal type, so animal type and eater type. All right, this dot value is equal to value, and this dot animal type is equal to animal type, and this dot eater type is equal to eater type. We create these fields. Let's create them. All right, I see that I made a typo. All right. And create another field, the animal type, right? Create the eater type. We did. And since we have everything in place, let's give them all a getter from Lombok. For those who do not know Lombok, Lombok is a framework that helps you with a boilerplate code. In this case, it is using this annotation, it is generating getters for our fields. So it is known that this functionality by the Enum sets the variables that we predefine. So it is static. Dog is going to get the name dog, or the value dog, and it is a mammal type, animal type, and it is a carnivore eater type. And it's going to save them in our fields. So nice. And let's do a small thing, and that is giving everything also here and a value, which makes it easy to get later on. So a bird, and create our message. And reptile, and caecilian, yeah, insect, and a myth. So these are the values. Create a constructor, and value, and this dot value is equal to value. create the field, right, and getter, format everything. Let's format everything, and we still have the iter type. Let's do this, and let's do this. And I'm gonna go for the lazy approach again. I like being lazy. Typing less is typing more. Yeah, almost there. So many ways to do things and do them wrong sometimes, as I almost did. So, lowercase. How do we do? Okay, too lazy. Carnivore. Herbivore. Omnivore. Insectivore. Unknown. Okay. Being lazy doesn't always pay off. Well, the same trick applied here as well. Create a constructor that sets up the value at instantiation, and this dot value is equal to value, right? Create the field, add a getter. Okay, I think we have all we need to replace the code that we have here. So I'm going to remove all of these. Almost all. Yeah, I'm going to remove all of these. The only thing that I need is this. The rest I can completely remove. And we're going to log two things. In this case, we're going to log the message that we wanted to log, but this time we're going to use the enums that we just created. So I'm going to say animal dot animal value of, and then the animal to uppercase, because we're going to need in order to get the right enum, we have to give it also the uppercase name. So we're going to do that. So Control Alt V, animal, and we're going to call it animal enum. So this animal enum is, we're going to get the name that we already entered, and then we're going to get the value of the type, animal type. So animal enum dot get animal type dot get value, and the iter type. So animal enum dot get iter type dot get value. This has lowered the complexity of this method from 13 to 3, which is what we wanted. Let's see if everything still works. I'm gonna go ahead, and we have a few problems there. Apparently, I made some typos in my previous tests that I wasn't aware of. So mammal is spelled incorrectly here. And something wrong with the reptile as well. I have put in the wrong name because gecko, yeah, is spelled with a C. And let's run it again. Everything from the top. Even having 100% coverage on your test is not a guarantee that you have made the right tests. So my apologies, but we have found it. And everything works. So here you have it. We have decreased the complexity by using enums, because they have these functionalities within them that the value of that we are using to determine the right enum is a standard Java library functionality that already exists, and it is built in. And if you go to the enum itself, then you will see that it has a mechanism for creating, for delegating the information to the constructor, where you can program it very easily to create the types properties. So yeah, I hope this was this explanation will help you decrease some complexity in your code. Then the goal would be achieved. And please let me know if I can do anything better. I know it might not be the greatest example, but if you have any feedback, any improvements, please let me know in the comments, and I do appreciate it in advance. Have a great programming experience, and if you need this solution or the exercise, then I will put it as well in the comments. Have fun. Bye bye.